Hello and welcome back to SimCity 4. It's been a few days since I last made a video, for which I apologize. I was trying to do them every day, but I did lapse a bit. Combination of being busy and also NAM 31 came out on the, what was it, Saturday morning I think. It was actually the second for, I think, the whole world. The first had already elapsed, but so yeah, that is also one of the reasons I didn't upload a video over the weekend. I started using Project Symphony and practicing with that, and I figured I would want to get proficient before I show you guys sort of the tedious this and that of retrofitting a full highway system. Right now I'm going into Coconut Creek, which is one of two cities I've fully retrofitted so far, just to show you how it looks and the kind of things that I had to do. Yeah, I completely retrofitted two cities, this tile and also a small tile to the east called Mallard Lake. I was able to fit a decent amount of episodes into both. I mean, not episodes, a decent amount of ramps into both. But in Coconut Creek, I lost about at least half of the freeway exits I had. I just had to get rid of because they take up a lot more space with Project Symphony. And if you have a lot of diagonal highways, which personally I like building all over the place, basically you can't have any ramps within about 6 tiles of the turn. Yeah, over here, you can see this area. I used to have a diagonal ramp here, but I just rejiggered the highway a bit. Yeah, this actually used to be 4 ramps where these 2 half ramps now are. So just 1 ramp replacing all 4 of those. Yeah, I lost a few ramps on this side as well, although I think the coverage is a little bit better over here. At least based on origins and destinations. I don't know if you can tell, but this building this highway involved quite some extensive demolitions. Yeah, I lowered the city's population by about, what was it, 7,000 or 8,000, which for a city of 69,000, that's pretty extensive. I also had to do this little jiggle over here in order to get everything to hook up properly, since I have a transition between elevated and ground highway here. I'm a big fan personally of this, how the road goes straight under the ramps. Makes them take more room, but it looks cool. Yeah, this rail viaduct abutting the bridge and heading through the densest areas of town, that's also new. Great, separating some of my most important thoroughfares. And I also liked the design of the ramps around here. None of it looks too smooth because I did have quite a few dramatic slopes in the city, and I didn't want to completely flatten everything, since that would have created quite a few cliffs. Big fan of how these ramps here just take advantage of the natural slope of the terrain. And I know there's a weaving problem with how I built some of these ramps. Not only that one, but where else was it? Oh yeah, next to the interchange. That's also a weaving problem, of course. And over here. But it was the only way to fit these things onto the map. So I had to do it. Or at least it was the only way to fit things without completely rerouting my main roads. Yeah, this is a T interchange. It used to be a trumpet, but there's no way I could have created a trumpet interchange in a reasonable amount of space with the new Project Symphony. I have a lot of trumpets in my region. Most of them are probably going to become T's or other custom interchanges. So anyway, that's that. Got to see Coconut Creek. As you can see, the transportation map mode looks considerably different. That's because I'm using my old transportation map mod. Real Highway just didn't show up. Anyway, that's enough of that. Now I think we're gonna move on to Gold Heights and continue renovating this freeway. Gold Heights. This is actually the second medium city title I ever built. And, well, not sure if this is the best way to say it, but I was on acid at the time too. So, yeah, that was kind of fun. I didn't build the whole city on acid, but I did build a considerable amount of it. You can see it's one of my more freeform type places. Yeah, I guess my main inspiration is well, I was thinking of Pacific Northwest style city when I built it, but I'm not sure it really came out as that. I mean, there is a bit of a partial grid type look, which is very common around here, but that really came more after the fact, when I was trying to deal with traffic problems that already existed. I don't know, I was looking for kind of a more historic kind of feel. It's one of very few cities where I've built these signs indicating names for neighborhoods. I think there's only one or two others in this region. But yeah, I mean, they aren't too original, but I definitely felt like the different neighborhoods had different characters. So I wanted to reflect that a bit. Anyway, this city is going to require quite a bit more demolition in order to get the number of ramps I want. For the simple fact that you can't build diagonal ramps with Project Symphony, which is a big disappointment. And I didn't realize I wasn't on pause there. Oh well. Kinda want to save all the pent-up demand for after I'd already demolished tons of stuff, but I'm sure it'll work just fine this way too. Yeah, jeez. I'm just trying to think about how I'm gonna get all this stuff to fit. Thinking maybe one ramp over here by the edge of town. And I'll probably develop this open land next to the freeway too. Yeah, I really want this avenue to hook up, but I have no idea how I would go about that. I don't really need more than 3 or 4 ramps. Well, alright, I made up my mind. Oops, didn't mean to demolish those 2 buildings. Yeah, I even had such a tight curve there that Project Symphony couldn't handle it. I think I'm gonna have my highway turn around here in order to be more flat. Probably gonna have to move this school here. I'll get around to that. That reminds me, I forgot to replace a few services in Gold Heights. Nothing too serious, just a couple fire stations. Those are always easy to find room for, comparatively. Yeah, it is a shame your ramps need to be orthogonal. Really, it isn't the end of the world, and I understand that, but, you know. It just be nice and a lot more realistic if it worked otherwise. Yes. So, I think the freeway will pass through along this alignment. Obviously, I'm going to have to rezone quite an area in order to make things make sense again. It needs to stretch at least this far on this side in order to be able to have ramps and an overpass simultaneously. And at least that far on that side. Ooh, damn it. I always hate small and high tech, but it did look pretty derpy on that slope anyway. Move out one more in case that becomes a curve, which it will. Yeah. I feel a bit sorry demolishing all these houses. They're kind of like the historical style for my region. Because I've just downloaded so many different mods since I built these first three cities that they always come out looking completely different. That makes me a bit sad to be thinking that, you know, I'm destroying my region's architectural heritage. But, I mean, it's not like I'm not going to be replacing it with stuff that's better. Well, if you like watching explosions, this is the episode for you. Damn, that slope just does not want to cooperate. See if we can't fix things up a bit. Nope. Well, we'll just continue this diagonal then. And we're gonna have to get rid of those ramps too. It makes me a bit sad, but that's just life. So why wasn't it able to build there? Gotta remember I had a bus station there. Just too much in the way of slope or what? I mean, I want to guess it's because that road was right there. But still not working. Maybe it's because the slope of this didn't work in the first place when I built it with the Maxis Highway. Oh yeah, by the way, I know it's almost certain nobody from the NAM team is going to be watching this, but I think you should change the button for selecting Project Symphony Highways, because right now it says Maxis Highway, and these most definitely do not work like Maxis Highways anymore. Oh yeah, if my voice sounds off, by the way, that's because I'm a bit sick. Lucky for you guys, though, you won't be able to catch it over the internet, so don't worry about that. Alright, so our bus stop was right there. I've downloaded better looking bus stop crops since I built that stop anyway, so you could say that this was all intentional. Demolition of the bus stop, I mean. Oof, looks beautiful. Still gotta fix my textures, put the bus stop marking in only one lane again. I've got no idea why it is giving me the wrong textures right now. But yeah, gotta get around to that. So before anything else, I see no reason not to start working on building our first ramp. Oh damn, this isn't gonna hook up perfectly anymore. May have to reroute that road. Yeah, in fact, it's not just I may have to, I will. Whoop. This will be downgraded to street. As will that. Bit tough to zone in this valley. Or not, I mean, zoning would be tough too. That should work. So. Yeah, it might make sense to extend this airport road straight up the hill. It does not look like it would be too difficult to extend it straight to the main uptown drag. Yeah, that should have plenty of capacity. Well, if I need to make anything else into a road, I guess we'll leave it until the traffic tells me so. This no longer leads anywhere. I think we may have an overpass here. All depends what there's room for. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I think we may just do this. Whoop. Select it again. Try to get things to just the right height. Ooh, that modified it a bit. Too bad. And as always, there's gonna have to be some demolitions to make our alignment work. But everything looks fairly flat afterwards, so no need for complaint. I may have a narrow 4-lane avenue there. Yeah, real sorry about all the coughing and hacking. Oh no. Well, that should work. That looks like what we want at least. Okay. You know what? I actually think I'll try to extend this, just so I don't accidentally try to work with more space than I have. Oh, the freeway will have to run right by this historic, beautiful building, just as they usually do in real life. See if we can't smooth out this alignment a bit. And a bit more. Means that softball field will have to kind of be built on stilts there. And right next to the highway to do. But we should survive. Ooh. Damn. That really doesn't want to build. You know, I feel kind of resentful that the NAM team included by default a slope mod with Project Symphony. So I feel like if I wanted to play with the slope mod, you know, I'm going to install my own. I guess maybe they see it as their duty or something to make everybody's cities look a bit more realistic, but I don't know, it's just kind of annoying too. You know what I mean? There's a reason that I don't use slow mods if I can't smooth shit out. Okay, we're gonna forget that original stretch of highway there. It's clearly not cooperating. Really wish you could get diagonal ramps. Okay, unsuitable grade? What the heck are you talking about? Maybe there are some roadways directly by this highway. Well, if that was the problem, which I kind of doubt, it no longer is. You know what I can do with this diagonal area? Can I create diagonal on-slope transitions? No. So forget that. I was thinking I might do an extended diagonal transition and then boot up to an on-slope. But clearly that's not happening today. Okay, I'm starting to just seriously wonder, like, for real, how long is this gonna take? Even the rail slope mod is not sufficient for this network. Project Symphony. Well, don't think I've ever seen a road in real life that couldn't handle the same amount of slope that a railroad did. Although more likely it wasn't working just because I misaligned that rail track. Let's see if this fixed. Nope. Literally, it's too good for the rail slope mod. Damn. I mean, it's just kind of ridiculous. I can't be the only one that feels that way. I'm really, really tempted to just make this all into RHW. And you know what? I do not see why I shouldn't do that. I'm gonna try one more time first.